All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. And now we are opening up card pack number 2. Let's see if we get any cool cards. What cards am I looking for? I would be looking for like a J.R. Richard, any Astros, Alan Ashby. Maybe Nolan Ryan would be cool. Pete Rose would be super cool. George Brett would be cool. So let's go ahead and start, and let's see if I get lucky on any of these. Try for you guys not to see the last card. Hopefully my gum doesn't get stuck on okay. Bruce Robbins. I don't think we're going to be able to see him, but let's go ahead and pull it off this time, and look what happened. Ooh, I do like those old Detroit Tiger colors. They just do everything right. Them in St. Louis, they just do everything right. The Mets do most everything right, but you know they get it wrong sometimes. But Detroit, oh my God, Detroit, St. Louis, their uniforms are just right on, spot on. All right, let me put this in there. There we go. Oh, there's another Detroit Tiger. Man, there's a lot of players that we don't talk about. Look at that 70s mustache and haircut, uniform. Remember I said that there was no buttons on the front of the uniforms back then? Dan Graham, man. You know what? I didn't know when you open up these packs how much you just don't know. These players just come and go. And, you know, all respect to them. But, yeah, I just don't know Dan Graham. Good look at those 80s haircuts again and the 80s uniforms. Wow. Okay, now I do know this player. Yay, finally. Haha. Mike Flanagan. Yeah. As you can see there, they actually took a really good picture of him with that high leg kick. And if you guys didn't know, even 40 years ago, they were throwing over 100 miles per hour. Just letting you know. Clint Hurdle, outfield, Royals. Man, I remember seeing George Brett in this exact same uniform. Clint Hurdle. So let's see here. 80s haircut. Don't remember the player. Not much to say about him. Let's move on. Oh, finally I got a good card. Yay. I spent money on these packs. I want to at least get 50 cents back. Anyway, Paul Molitor. Man, Hall of Famer. Still involved with baseball. I mean, what could you say about him? This guy is like the best of the best in the 80s at second base. You know, this is the card that sets itself apart from everything so far. Steve Carlton was good too. Oh, wow. I got 2 in a row. Yeah. Wow. Johnny Bench. Yes, Johnny. Ooh, I like that sense. Oh, look at that. The Big Red Machine. He was a great catcher. He was a catcher that could hit. If you watch catchers, you guys like baseball, you know that catchers have lower batting averages. They really are the couple of people on the field that focus on the pitcher-batter matchup. So they really focus on their passed balls and, you know, fielding, digging balls out of the dirt. So they just don't tend to be the best hitters. Johnny Bench was a good hitter. So there's a second good card right there. Rick Wortham, White Sox. Look at that uniform. That is awesome. It even has a collar. That is awesome. Don't remember Rick, but I remember the uniforms. Love the hat. Love the jersey. Isn't this Comiskey Park? Wow, look at that. Yeah, I think, you know what's funny is I think they might have used Comiskey Park in one scene of The Natural. In that, I know they used a couple of ballparks. One was like in Buffalo or something like that, but I think they used Comiskey Park for one scene when they were playing the Cubs in Chicago in the movie, but they had to use Comiskey Park instead. Anyway, let me know in the comments if I'm wrong. Man, I like that one. So I'm going to put that up here. Oh, I did get J.R. Richard. I've had this car before. Oh, this guy was awesome. You know, I need to think about this, but I believe he's 6'10" tall. I believe he still lives in Houston to this day, and he's just one of the ultimate players. And just love him. And even though we pronounce it J.R. Richard, you know, I think it's from French origin, and it should be pronounced Richard. Anyway, love everything about this picture. Love the cap. Love the buttonless jersey. The Astros logo tilted to the side, which you can't see there. It's not dead center. The pants, the everything I love about this picture. This is awesome. This is what I wanted out of these packs. So yeah, I'm pretty happy now. All right, let's put that there. Ken Forsch. Yes, I've had this card. Yeah, look at that 80s haircut. Ken Forsch, another great pitcher. Everybody in Houston will remember him. When we had a chance to go to the World Series but didn't because of Pete Rose and the Phillies. Yeah, great pitcher, Houston legend. Oh, now the man I've been talking about, Pete Rose. The reason you'll probably come across a couple Pete Rose cards in here is because I believe they actually published several more than the other guys because that's what people wanted. So it wasn't like an evenly stacked deck where you're going to get one out of every 500 cards of Pete Rose. They just published more Pete Rose cards. Anyway, that's what he looked like back then. Floppy haircut, the really cool Phillies logo back then, the cool Phillies colors back then. He was a Cincinnati Red, if you guys don't remember, and then switched to the Phillies. Then became the Expos for a while, too. All right, Rich Dower. Do not remember him. Not much to say. Love the Orioles gear back then. Oh, here we go. Here's an Expo. One of the best logos ever created. There's like a hidden meaning in the logo. So you guys check it out for yourselves. But yeah, check out the Expo's logo online. There's another Expo. So you can start to see the hidden meaning right there on the jersey. It's super cool. Andre Dawson. You know what? I read some news yesterday about Andre Dawson that he owns a funeral home. It's just weird. Yeah, he's probably the last baseball article I read. But yeah, he's older now. I think he's like 70 now, maybe, yeah, 70, 75. I'm not sure how old he is now, but he owns a funeral home. Rick Manning. Don't remember this player. I like checking out the uniforms, everything about it. I just like the belt back then. It was an extra way to put more stripes into the uniform. I think they should go back to that. Baseball, I don't know if they'll go back, but they will move forward. Hopefully they move forward to it. Dave Concepcion. Edward Encarnacion's brother. No, I'm kidding. Dave Concepcion. If you guys YouTube him, you will see stories about him. Pete Rose has a few stories about him. This guy was really good. Shortstops tend to be a better position for flair, and he did have flair. He was a really solid player. John Wathan. Don't remember this player at all. Gary Alexander. I really, really like that uniform. Not the hat. Don't like the hat. Like everything else about it. Did they draw in those players in the background there? You see what I'm talking about? It just seems like they're drawn in there. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm talking about right there. It's kind of weird. Anyway, this video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to hurry it up and go to the next pack. I'm not going to make a part 3. I'm just going to do it in 2 parts. Okay, Thad Bosley, let's rip that card. I don't have a choice. I just have absolutely no choice. But let me see if I can not rip other cards while I'm doing it. Oh, and he had the cool White Sox uniform. But it's not, it's not an important player. So maybe he's an important person to his family, but not an important player. Julio Cruz. Jose Cruz's brother. No, I'm kidding. I don't know if they're related or not. Probably not. Okay, Dick Ruthven. That's a nice picture. That's the one of the Phillies uniforms that I remember. This is the home uniform, and it was a really good looking uniform. I like what they did with it recently. But the Liberty Bell, you know, inside the written logo, I don't know. It's not my cup of tea. This historical version is just awesome. I like everything about it. They shouldn't have changed, but what can I do? The baseball checklist. There you go. Cy Young, 1980. Bill Buckner. There we go. I did get him. Yes, I even mentioned him. Wow, I'm doing really good. The first pack didn't have anything on my first video. All the good cards are on this video. Okay, MVP George Brett. That's what he looked like back then. John Lowenstein. Don't remember this guy, but I like those tinted lenses. Yeah, prescription. Wow, Carl Yastrzemski. Too bad this is Donruss. Man, that is a nice player. That is a nice player. That's a nice card. One of the left-handed batters. If you guys want to know, if you guys want to see some left-handed batters here, I'll show you. I have to look at it a little bit more closely, but these are the left-handed batters. He's actually a switch hitter, and he's a left-handed batter, and I believe he's a left-handed batter. I could be wrong about that. Let me know in the comment section, but I'm 99% sure this is a left-handed batter. Okay, another left-handed batter, Milt May. I do remember this player. I don't remember his reputation or his stats or anything like that, but another left-handed batter. Alfredo Martinez. All right, Alfredo, I don't remember you. Sorry about that. Paul Mirabella. Don't remember him either. I like how they didn't change the letters on the Blue Jays garb over the last 40 years. Look at that. The font's still pretty much the same. Wow, another Blue Jay in a row. Rick Bossetti. Sorry, don't remember you. Larry Boa. Okay, I do remember him. He's a World Series champion there. There's the away uniforms of the Phillies. I don't know if it was also an alternate uniform, but that's the away uniform. That's a good card. Dan Quisenberry. Wow. This guy is a World Series champion, I believe 1983. That's a good card, and that's a good player. Willie Wilson. Believe I remembered him at the time. I believe he's a World Series champion too. Have to look it up. Roland Office. Don't remember anything about him except his name. I couldn't tell you anything about him. I just remember having this card before. Darrell Evans. Don't remember him. Oh, I skipped one. Sorry. Jerry Garvin. Nice picture. Very 80s. Last one. Frank Tanana. The Angels. That's a good old Angels picture. Brings you back to the days of the Angels. I like that picture. Don't know the player, but I definitely had my eyes on the Angels back then because before Nolan Ryan went to the Astros, he was an Angel. All right, guys, if you guys want to see my favorite cards out of there, it's pretty easy. So let's go ahead and organize them. I would say that for me, because I'm biased, everything you see here is really good, but I will say that I would definitely put my Pete Rose card and my Carl Yastrzemski card and my J.R. Richard card in the top 3. These are all awesome cards. Okay, guys, I'm very happy to open up these packs with you. I have more ideas coming. I don't know how many card pack openings I'm going to do because I don't know what kind of interest I have in it or interest you guys have in it. I have seen other people do this and become very popular, but I prefer to stick with my regular format, and this is just not something I'm going to do very often. This is just going to be once in a blue moon just to give you guys some content, and I'm going to look into my other video ideas right now, and please like, share, and subscribe, and especially please like the video. Thank you very much, and I will see you guys next time.